Welcome back to Smitty's Encounters. This week we're picking up where we left off last week with finishing out the paint. It's been literally a week since we've been down here. I think we've had that much rain. That wall is dried weird. So we've also been going back and forth with Bunnings and the paint supplier because they said it was weird that it dried that way. New batch of paint, their test piece dries the exact same, so they've just put it down to the color and shit of the paint. Was all they put it down to. They said 2 or more coats, so let's get into it. Barometer says it's 46% inside. What does it say? 39% inside, 26% outside. So the humidity's right there. It's the other thing we've been trying to hide from the humidity, because high humidity makes paint fail. And we got this beautiful room. It's dried out nice. It does need a second coat on that wall, but yeah. Actually a nice sunny day. We were meant to get smashed with a storm yesterday, but we got the edge of it and we only got a couple hours. I actually only got an hour, hey babe. Hey? I only got an hour that rain yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, blew the mower up in my fashion yesterday, trying to mow the silage pit. So I guess I got to find another mower. But let's get into some painting. So room, second coat done. Thought I might as well do a little bit of walk around of the place, since this is the 3rd video and you guys still haven't seen anything. So we've got a 6x9 shed down the front here. We've got a 6x6 carport for the cars to park under. We've got these two stupid sheds. So they're both 3x3s or something. They're both going. I'm putting in up the back here a big 15x9 shed with an awning, so that'll be my main workshop when it goes in. Till then I'll be working on my 6x9. Got the missus here trying to be a handyman.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this to latch back up. Needing a little bit of sideways assistance.
Yeah, gotta push it the right way, babe.
I was pushing it.
Both these trees here are going. So this one's had I don't know what's been in it, but that one's got a termite nest in it, so I'll be getting rid of that bugger if I can't get rid of the nest. This one's got a big hole in it, so it's had some sort of damage over its life, and it's got all these nubs on it. Going by experience, it's a gum, it's got damage. I don't need it falling on a house, so it's going. These two are going. We've got, so yeah, I don't know what that tree is. If you're a horticulturist or something, tell me what that is. We got passion fruits, frangipanis, got my car deck, chain door tree. That is going because Munchkin's play area will be here somewhere. Yeah, we got frangipanis or frangipanis, yuccas, which are going. Got a dragon fruit growing on it.
No, they're
next to them. So all three yuccas are going. This is going, but I'm going to rebuild it for Pamela's putty tat. She'll go either here or where their greenhouse is here, but she'll go here somewhere, probably here. The dog's yard will be for now here somewhere. Neighbour's got race cars, so she'll get on perfectly. He was up till like 8 o'clock the other night working on cars and revving them. Got a heap of veggie plants which are going.
Most of them are dead.
Most of these are dead. There's a beetroot here. So if you don't know what a beetroot looks like when it's not in a container, that's what a beetroot looks like. These are poisonous, so they're all going. This structure, we're going to get to it in a sec, and we're going to get rid of it. Actually, we don't have chickens. This is just a pest central. So I killed the mower here last night trying to mow. But yeah, I did a load of scrap this morning. Luckily I've got a 3-ton rated car deck because the load weighed in at just over 1.4 ton or something I weighed in at. So bit of scrap left. That was just a cruiser body and a heap of like diff housings, and I'm clearing out all my stock. So but these are going. As you'll see on this side, I've already started pulling it down. Pamela was taking care of Munchkin, so I come down here and start stripping all the steel off it.
Having some fun.
Yeah. There was a berm here, as you can see, by the silk fencing, which we drove through the other week.
I was told to.
She was told to. That's all going. Yeah. So that's the temporary fence, what we're putting in to take care of Maximus. The boundary fence is semi-temporary but permanent. As I said in that video, last week's video of that, every third picket is temporary because every third picket will be a strainer, or not a strainer, or a split post, which will go in like 800 mil down into the ground, and that way it's actually something strong enough to stop
the land whale.
The land whale. He's actually over there. You might pick him up just in the back of the video. But we've got a heap of natives. So the old couple who owned the property loved planting trees. Ooh, there's ants in that. Yeah, ouch. Little black ants, they bite. So yeah, there's a heap of natives. We're going to try and make them live, but pretty much here is where my shed is going to go. 90% sure that big thing is a fig. Yeah, I know there's a fig over there somewhere, but I'm fairly sure that's a fig. My mum's almost 90% sure it's a fig, so it's gone. I don't want any figs near our place because figs find water. They're a nice tree, they grow big and shady, but they literally seek out water. They're one of the most annoying trees to seek out water, and they will find their way into your pipes. So that's going. I'm going to try and transplant the gums. Mum says, have a look. So we've got gums everywhere. More likely this one's going to die because I've got to transplant it. Same with other big fella over there.
Those two.
That one's definitely going to live because of its size. That one should be alright being transplanted. Bloody yuckers.
Bloody plotters.
Mum reckons this one's going to die if I try and transplant it, but I'm going to find where its roots are and then I'll go dig a hole in the paddock because that's perfect size where it's almost, you know, established. So you've got to be very careful transplanting it. I don't just want to cut it off and get rid of it. I want to shade for maxi, and you know, it's just nice to have a decent sized gum tree in your paddock. I don't know what that tree is. There's another fig in here somewhere. They're right there. That's a bloody fig. That is, I'm 90% sure that is a fig. It's going. Considering, see how little that tree is, the fig is. I can't rip it out of the ground already, but I've already pulled a gum tree that size out by hand, and yet riffing on wrap, you can't get it out of the ground. That says how big their root systems are, so little. But pretty much right here is where my shed's going to go. Well, actually it's that way, about 2 meters according to that line, but I will use a compass and I'll make sure its ridge is running true north. For the point of what's on the house, down the track we want to have solar panels, because you know, pumping into the grid or pumping into standalone batteries, self-sufficient, no power bill, and no money out of your pocket into the government. So yeah, it's, you know, is what it is. It's a door upper, which is what we want.
Wanted something to put our own touch on.
We put our own touch on it. We're also going to paint that damn house.
Yeah, look, I'm not a fan of the green.
Considering they painted it like, what, 4 years ago?
Something like that.
And it's got that much UV damage on the paint. Like the paint, you can literally rub it and it comes up like 4 shades darker. There's that much UV dust and stuff on it. But
Comes down to their prep, which we know they aren't the best at it, judging by inside.
yeah. Anyway, here's a nice little pretty garden. It's actually going to stay. I might cut that end out of it depending, because here is where my big gate post is going to go, and then you've got our property pole. So if you actually look, it's the end of the fence and she's fairly well straight. I mean, got a bit drunk up the other end, but nice V8, mate. Get the 79, mate. Yeah, property pole. So I'm gonna have a driveway come in from there, come in to about here somewhere, and I'll have my big gate custom made. Of course I'll be making it myself. So that's probably going to require like 20 cube of fill. And you will swing in, go that way, the carport, because the cars will always park there. My trailers will always be up around my shed. Nice big patio, so there's a 6x7 patio already, which can stick a horse float or a car deck under, which we also love. It's actually a year old. We found the paperwork in the house.
That was a surprise when we found it.
Got our weather station on the carport. Got a bloody noisy road in front of us. The annoying thing is where the silage pit is, but you can't put anything on it. You can't put a garden on it. You can just, you know, you have to mow it. So I really wanted to put a garden around it, just have like low root system plants on it. That way, you know, our waste is their nutrient, which is why the grass thrives. That was dead.
It was dirt.
It was literally dirt when we got the keys, because it'd gone through, well, they'd been left here 3 months ago for it to be sold. We got our keys, so it was like, what, 4-month period, there was no one living here.
At least, yeah.
That
would noticed.
It had definitely died. And it's literally come back the second the water starts running again. So yeah, there we go. We've got our carport. So it's a 6x6 or so. I haven't actually measured it. Bloody wasps. Yeah, we got our box trailer locked up in here at the moment. Collie, because, well, we haven't even moved in. Obviously, we're still painting. So, but we got our 6x6. We got our 6x9, and as you can see, I've been digging around it because the previous owner had a water feature at the front door. So you'd get about 1.5 inches of water there, and it'd find its way into the shed. So we found.
Yeah, that was fun.
Pretty much gonna dig this out, get rid of this garden, and I'll be pouring a couple cube slab here. I'll probably put about 4 cube of concrete here, and the box trailer get locked up on it if we've got a third car, like a week, you know, once the cruiser's built, once I get my car sorted, and then our daily for Pamela running to and from work. You know, it can park here outside where it's not cared about.
Protected, but not under the cover.
Yeah. Got our 6x9 full of junk at the moment.
It's not junk.
Full of all our crap.
Spiderweb.
As you can see, it's had a ceiling in it. Pretty much the whole ceiling is coming out of it. So it's had water and rodent damage to the walls, so I'm pretty much going to take all the materials out of the roof, take all the battens, because they're raw good still, none of it's been touched by the termites or anything. I'm going to hopefully leave all the inso in the roof, just for inso. I'll be putting in a wall, and this will be an office you guys will pretty much never see. Hopefully we'll be in here soon building stuff. I've got to put my garage doors back in.
Convert it back to a shed.
Convert it back to a workshop. The previous owner was a fitness trainer.
Yeah, it was a personal trainer and then became a massage therapist.
Yeah, so this was his little do in the aircon. So I'm pretty much going to rip all that out, put doors back in. I'll probably put the aircon in the wall over there somewhere. So I've got an aircon in my office. Yeah, this will be the workshop till the big workshop's in. I'm hoping mid next year to have the shed actually in. I've already purchased one. I've just got to wait for it to be pulled down and taken to that yard, and then I can pick it up, bring it here, wait till I have enough money to put concrete in. The mate gave me a $16,000 quote. Yeah, I don't really feel like paying 16 grand, even though it's mate's rates quote. You know, I'm literally just paying for labor of the offsiders and materials. It's still a lot. I'm hoping to do it on a budget for about 10k. So I'll see how I go. Later down the track, you'll see it in a video. We'll be doing the patio, putting concrete in there. There's about 5 cube of concrete to go there. So that'll be hopefully around the New Year's, once the ground dries out enough to actually have a truck come onto the property
safely
to deliver the materials. Then I'll look at getting a mate in over the holidays who's a mud mucky, a concreter, get him in with his gear, and we'll pour that. Yeah, that'll be fun. But that's the shed. It's nothing compared to what I used to have,
but it's yours.
It's mine. I don't have to pay rent. I just have to deal with the mortgage now. So as you can see over here, we have the creeks, and that just fell off its rails.
Yeah, that's what.
It's all right. We're also standalone water, being rural, so we collect all our water off our structures. This was almost empty too when we got the keys. We've had that much rain. It's
almost
there.
full. Yeah.
And the other 2 tanks are full. because they actually get water in through their tops. They overflow out of this tank, but I think they were actually full to start with. I've emptied one because I don't like the RBC sitting there. So, also don't like the way the previous owner has dug the tank down to make it so it overflows. Obviously they don't have, there's no trickle feed here. It runs past, down the track I will be getting it hooked up to the property. Pretty much run you through the wish list. Big shed, a bore, and town water is pretty much our wish list for this property. Keep all the gardens, just move some of the gardens around.
Put a couple new ones in.
Put a couple new ones in to hide the damn tanks. So yeah.